It's so weird, on camera. Like, I've been doing these things and I've been behind the camera the whole time, so. Oh my gosh, this feels weird. This is weird. I'd rather be behind the camera. Anyway, here we go. Hi. I don't know, that's not a great way to start it. No, maybe I shouldn't greet everyone. So, I work at a middle school. I have been for the last 6-7 years. It's been really cool. Get to meet a lot of kids, get to make fun of a lot of kids. I get paid to make fun of a lot of kids and teach them some stuff from time to time. So it really is one of the best jobs I've ever had. And but as you kind of go along, and like especially working with kids, you learn some stuff about them, right? If you're lucky enough, they let you be a part of their lives. And there was this one instance where I had a student come up to me and tell me that he was gay, that he came out as gay. I didn't think much of it until he started telling me that he was being bullied for it. Some of his classmates were making fun of him, and it wasn't just that. It was also that his parents, they weren't being supportive. And he told me that supposedly they were Christians and they had basically disowned him because he came out as gay. And he was just really in a bad place. He was super depressed, he was super bitter, and the only reason why he actually kept coming to school was for our media program, because that was the one and only place where he actually felt safe, where he felt it was a safe place, and where he felt comfortable discussing it with anyone, let alone me. And he knew I was a Christian. I don't usually get sentimental with my kids. Usually very sarcastic with them, and I like to joke around. I like to play around a lot with them. But in that moment, I just threw my arms around him and I started apologizing like crazy. I was just like, look, if there's one group of people that you should be able to talk to with whatever it is, like with your problems, with whenever you're feeling down, when you're feeling suppressed, it's supposed to be Christians. It's supposed to be us, right? We are called to be Christ-like. Jesus came down and he died for all of us. All of us. He didn't call us, he didn't tell us to hate anyone, to disown anyone, to ostracize anyone. And in that moment, I just started apologizing, and I was like, I am so sorry. On behalf of all Christians, I'm so sorry that we have done this to you. To you and millions of other people like you. Just because, you don't believe in what we believe in, that doesn't mean that we should love you any less. If anything, we're supposed to love you guys more. I just said, on behalf of all Christians, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be like this. And I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive us, even though we have put you and countless others through the same unfair, hateful judgment, making you guys feel like you're less special than anyone else, that you're different. You're not. You're human, just like the rest of us. And I'm so sorry that we have treated you less than that, less than the absolute best of how you should be treated. And I just kind of held him in my arms, and he was crying, I was crying, dear God, but he told me thank you. He said that was the first time that, any Christian had actually told him that they were sorry. And then he also told me that before all this, he was strongly contemplating suicide. And this is a middle schooler. Our young people, our youth should not be contemplating suicide. No one should, but especially at this age. I remember what it was like when I was in middle school, and that's a big part of the reason why, I took this job and I stayed, helped teaching and mentoring kids in middle school for so long. And it was exactly for moments like this. I might not talk about God, or Jesus, like overtly, because I believe it's so much more important to actually show them that you care. Talk is so cheap. Talk is so cheap these days. But it's in moments like that that what you truly believe will take over. You know, and I love all my kids. I really do. They are some of the goofiest, weirdest kids I've ever had. And I've never had any younger siblings. I'm the youngest in my family. I've never had any younger brothers and sisters, you know. And I feel like these kids are my responsibility, like they are my little brothers and sisters, and I would do anything for them. It's so funny because, you know, that's just my working environment. You know, I get the the absolute joy and honor and privilege of working with, you know, some of the youth in our community. Other people might not get to. All right, we're all called to minister in different environments. You know, mine just happens to be a school. You know, whether it's your office, whether it's your next door neighbors, whether it's in your own home, people are watching, and you know that shouldn't really like scare anyone, but that should encourage. You know, because every interaction that you have with people is an opportunity to be a one-person movement. You know, and mine wasn't anything flashy. I didn't give like a 3-hour sermon. You know, I didn't have any Bible verses lined up. All I did was just listen to someone, listen to God, wrap my arms around them and tell them that God loves them. And that can make all the difference in the world for someone. You don't have to know the Bible inside and out, frontwards and backwards. You just have to know God's love and share that with everyone else, because the world needs it desperately. My name is Jon Asato, and I am a one-person movement.